Hello, hello! Welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am thrilled to be back with a new crossword to solve with you all. I see my friends saying hey in chat already. D is keeping up a perfect streak of first comment of the stream. I'm very impressed by your consistency, D. But we got AJ and Amy and Tess and Dad Not Dude and someone I think a meditative emoji and Scav all here, Liam on YouTube, and Ledition on Twitch. So and Jessica's in chat. All right. It is Saturday, and if you are a follower of the channel, you know what that means. It means we're going to do battle with a Saturday Stumper. These are the hardest puzzles in all of Crosswords. The last few Saturdays we've been doing these, and it's a ton of fun, very difficult. We need all hands on deck, but we have been making it through them. We got Roscoe Lees on YouTube saying hi, and Lucy, hello to you, and Oxenful. Okay, if you don't know the drill with these Saturday Stumpers, there is no theme. Hello, Jack, you can just call me Mars. Okay, I'll call you Mars. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, Jessica says looks hard already. That's what I was thinking. This grid is fairly intimidating, and there's something about these two massive corners over here that are sort of choked off from the rest of the grid. Like, there's just not a lot of communication going on from the center of the grid into these corners. So if you get stuck, you reach a dead end in here, we're just sort of on our own. But I think we're going to be on our own for the entire puzzle today. These puzzles, they don't have a title. I'll just show you that. It's called The Saturday Stumper. It's by Winston Emmons. I believe we've solved Winston's puzzles on the channel before, and that they've always been a good time. There's no theme in today's puzzle. It is all about kind of wide open white space, unusual entries, and just brutally hard cluing throughout. So that is what we're facing today. And it's probably going to be a rocky start as usual. I see some people guessing, so let's dive in. Let us dive in. Oh yeah, Lucy saying we didn't get confetti yesterday. I did hear about this. So how was the stream with Michaela? Who was there? Was it a good time? And yeah, I think some constructors like to put non-letter entries into their grids, like a number or a symbol, or sometimes even multiple letters into a single cell. Arkadium software, I think, doesn't render that, and so that's why you couldn't get confetti yesterday. It was a bummer, but hopefully the rest of it was fun. Okay, so one across we have boil from. AJ is guessing seethe at. Scav agrees. Amy agrees. And what else do we see? Is anyone guessing on YouTube? Scrolling back. Okay, evaporate. Oh, Liam says evaporate because like when you boil, you literally evaporate. That's it. Evaporate. That's interesting. Liam also saying vaporize. Okay, well. Okay, everyone's saying that the stream was great until the Rebus Square debacle. Barbara says, what happened yesterday? Amay had a guest host on, Michaela Dietz, a voice actress, and apparently there was the revealing phrase in the grid had the number 2, like the actual digit 2 was supposed to go into a cell, and Arkadium software isn't built for that, and so didn't get the confetti. It was a clever idea by the constructor, but to put a 2 in there, it was just a blameless fault. Yeah, Scav said, numbers and crosswords are weird. Exactly, they're weird. Okay, I'm checking out this 3-letter one just because I find 3-letter entries easier to suss out. 6 down is SOS intro. I really want it to be like S, but I think that's not what it's going to be. Yeah, I like Sean Devlin we got. Yeah, Sean Devlin has the same idea that I do. But I actually think that AJ and Scav and Lucy and Ledition are on something where it's either going to be dot or dit. The idea being SOS is commonly spelled in Morse code, and it's dot, 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 dash, 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 dot, dot, dot. That's SOS, in case you ever need that. But sometimes in Morse code, they call the dots dits. I'm not exactly sure when to do which, so I'm just going to put the DT in there and leave the vowel for now. Let's check the 4-letter one. Alicia Lott is on YouTube saying, hey, how you doing? You like crosswords? That's what we're all about here, and we're doing a brutally hard one today. Old hands. 5 down, old hands. Not sure. And Sunny Blair on YouTube saying hi, hello. Oh, okay, and Amy... Oh, let's check this again. Jessica says get mad at. Boil from get mad at. That would be, wow, just from the D. Holy cow. That's actually a really good guess, I think, Jessica. Get mad at. Oh, look how that just blends right in with the D. It means, I mean, boil meaning to get irate. Wow, you could have just opened up this entire first corner. Let's start to check these. One down is slips. Oh, Logician says, I guessed that at the top. Sorry, Logician. There's a lot of chats going on, so I missed some of it. Well, credit to you as well. Alicia says, I'm kind of into crosswords. They wear your brain out. They definitely do. We stream every single day here at noon Eastern time with a new crossword every time. Saturdays are the days where we do the hardest crosswords. So stick around. You know, when we all solve together, then we do make progress and you might learn something along the way. But if you do want some more approachable fare, then check us out any other day of the week. I really like Get Mad At, but can we make sense? PC likes it. Oh, I said what I said says goofed. Yeah, or I guess it would be goofs to meet the tense of the clue, but goofs doesn't fit. So I think that is not going to work. And Tara says, what's the topic of this crossword, or is it general? Yes, most of the crosswords we solve here have themes, so they have some kind of consistent wordplay going on throughout the grid. Today's puzzle is just focused on being difficult. There is no theme, no particular... no. Oh, sorry. AJ pointing out I have a typo in the grid. No particular theme today. We're just trying to survive. All right. Can't stay long. Early lunch today, says Felix. And do we... Oh, Felix and AJ... And Jessica, yeah, gaffs, very nice. I like that. Like a slip-up. A gaff is a slip-up. I think that makes a lot of sense. User255 says, I like your shirt, Jack. Thank you. It's a shirt under a jacket of sorts. I don't know why I have to correct you after a compliment, but... Kin to Helen. I like gaffs. I think this one across, one down shows a lot of promise. And maybe we will survive... this section, get out of it a little faster than we normally do. User255 says, are we doing a stumper today? This is a Saturday stumper. This indeed is. Okay. So kin to Helen. Scav says Keller. I see. So kin meaning like Helen Keller's family members are also Kellers. Is that the idea, Scav? It doesn't work with E. Maybe we go somewhere else. Yeah, Rand giving me the question mark. Felix saying, is this a Greek myth thing? I'm not sure. Did we check 5 down? We did. Old hands. Let's check 4 down as well. Check the M right away. Canvas holders. Okay. Well, normally I would think easels, but it's never your first thought here. Dadnut Dude says maybe Helen of Troy. Kyle says Hector. Why Hector? Yeah, Jessica says Helen who is a great question. Multiple people guessing Hector. Okay. What do we think? Oh, Scav and Rand and Dad Not Dude all say masts for canvas holders. Wow, that's an interesting guess. The idea being that sails on boats are made of canvas, and so the masts actually hold up the canvas. Diana agrees, Larry agrees. User255, thanks for sharing the live. I like this. What do we think? Oh, Logician has another interesting guess for 2 down of just Elaine. Like we're not talking a specific Helen, but maybe Elaine is sort of a nickname for Helen. Welcome, Shania. Shania's here. What do we think of Elaine? It's an interesting guess, at least. Let's keep it in mind. Maybe we check this 27 across. Imagine. Imagine. What do we think? Yeah, our opening corner here is looking a little Swiss cheese-like. I don't like when we don't have much interlocking going on, which is what you want to see for a crossword. So I'm not feeling 100% about literally anything we have in the grid so far. Imagine, I guess, yes, see. People saying see. I guess that makes sense. You like see in your mind's eye, you imagine it. I'm happy enough with that. Good guesses. Minnie, Barbara, Liam, Shania, Rhino, all guessing C. Yeah. Balance checkers briefly. Uh-oh. I'm worried because this looks an awful lot like ATMs to me. Like you check your bank balance at an ATM, the fact that it's brief. Uh-oh. What do we think? Yeah, Amy Gal wants ATMs. Sean Devlin says ears. Interesting. I guess your ears are very involved in balance, right? Oh, okay. And Felix, yeah, and Tess saying that the E in C works with Elaine, and Felix saying Elaine is the French version of Helen. Let's put Elaine in. Nice guess, Ledition, by the way. And can we make sense of this? Yeah, Barbara wants ATMs as well. Huh. Getting a lot of different guesses in chat. Let's check 19. Dictates. I really want something to work out here in the cross, because Gaffs and Elaine, I'm just not 100 on either of them. Dictates. Dictates. Okay. I see. I see. TikTok chat is starting to converge. PC and Scav and Shania are all saying ENTs, and Efon, wow, ENTs. Ear, nose, throat doctors are called ENTs. They check your ear, nose, throat. And so I guess because your inner ear is so involved in balance, your ENT might check your balance. That is a very difficult clue. Wow. Extremely difficult. Oof. Okay. 19 across. Dad Not Dude and Sella and Felix and Shania all saying fiats. Well, that works. I think that works. Yeah, Scav says didn't know that could be a verb. Fair point. Yeah, dictate is definitely a verb. Fiat, I normally think of as a noun, but I believe it works as a verb. Have we looked at 3 down yet? Peter Rivet on YouTube likes fiats. Beam supporting hardware. Okay. Beam supporting hardware. Sella's like, I drove one of those. Yeah. Did you use it as a verb when you were driving your Fiat? Liam says, I really want to get those long ones soon. Maybe we should check the clues on them. Oh, sorry to hear you're not feeling well, Liam. Kennedy Center Honors Actor of 2016. Okay. So Kennedy Center Honors, I think they give out honors to various different kinds of performers every year. It's sort of like a Lifetime Achievement Award. So an actor in 2016 who got one. What do we think? Liam, this one's for you. What do we like here? Sean Devlin and Dad Not Dude and Amy Gal and Dee and Felix and Ledition are all saying the same thing. So that gives me a lot of confidence in Al Pacino. Look at that. Al Pacino. Okay, now I'm finally feeling good about this section. I love that the I slotted into place. We were thinking that this was either going to be dit or dot. So dit does work out. And this TP at first glance looks strange, but I think this is going to be a lot of hardware is named after a letter because they're shaped like letters, like I-beam, I-bar are common entries in crosswords. I think this is going to be, someone guessed it, I think. Yeah, PC guessed T-plate, which is just, one of these crosswordy phrases. I guess unless you work in construction or solve crosswords, this is the only times you're going to encounter a T-plate. But I can kind of picture it like a T-shaped fastener that would hold up a beam. Yeah, Minnie is guessing T-plate. Okay, so maybe we're actually in good shape. Catching up on chat a bit. High range. Okay, finally, yes, we're looking good here. We're looking real good. Excellent. Dallas followed us. Thank you, Dallas. Rhino says football is starting. Peace. You can do both. Watch football and have football on in the background while you're primarily watching the Daily Crossword Live. Dad Not Dude says, say hello to my little friend. Yeah, exactly. Felix says, T-plate is my rap name. Ooh, Sean Devlin pointing out that old hands could be aces. I like that. Yeah, like you're an old hand, you're a pro, you're an ace. Excellent. And it works nicely with Amy and Shania and Lucy and Barbara and Liam and Minnie's guess of falsetto. High range, high vocal range is falsetto. Yes. All right. 15 minutes into the stream. We got one corner, but I'm feeling very good about everything we had there. Excellent work, everybody. Excellent work. Felix out here quipping away. Yeah. Uh, all right. All right. How are we feeling? Red Carpet Kafka is here. Where are we? Sloth Cousin. I hadn't even read the clue. A lot of people have the same guess here. Ledition, Red Carpet Kafka, Felix Scav, PC, Aaron, Est, all saying Anteater. I said what I said. All right. Anteater. Peter on YouTube saying Anteater. I like it. Do we check this long spanning one? Let's get a couple more letters first. Justin Christoph and Diana Navarrete are here, and Sarah Jane, DZ. Everyone likes Anteater. Justin says, Happy Saturday, chat. Happy Saturday to you, Justin. If you're just joining, we're doing the Saturday Stumper, which is supposed to be an incredibly hard crossword. Although today we're making it look easy, aren't we? Word from the French for ladder rung. Every time I act confident, I get a clue like this. It's like, how am I going to know what? Do they know how to say ladder rung in French? Gary says, I half want to check YouTube to see if it's faster than TikTok. Run the experiment. Check it out. I can tell you on my end, I'm pretty sure that TikTok chats come to me faster than YouTube chats do. Okay, getting a couple guesses. Liam's like, I don't know French. That's the same. Yeah, Dad Nut Dude says, phone a friend to May. I know, May speaks French. She'd probably know this one. Let's go up here and do the 14 down. Blank es todo. I do speak Spanish, so this one's more for me. It says we're done. And es todo means is all. Yeah, getting several different guesses for 20 across, which is why I'm not putting it in. Because there's epaulette, echelon, floss. Hello to you. Welcome back. Does anyone know this one? We're moving on from French, moving into Spanish, and Diana just followed us. Thanks, Diana. Ooh, Tess actually given me the French too. All right, maybe it's time I take this more seriously. Echelon. Ooh, it does make sense. Like echelon, the upper echelon, we're talking rung type stuff, right? Like ranking things. Echelon from the French for ladder rung. It's very interesting. And Taurus had a wild guess for the central down, but I think if echelon is correct, that can't be it, Antares. Yeah, echelon, like the hierarchy of power rung, exactly. Isaiah is in chat saying eso, which I like a lot. Larry says essa. I suppose it could really be either. Like that is all. We're done. That's what that would mean. Eso es todo is like that is all. So I like that a lot. What is 8 down? Okay, should we check the long one? Red Carpet is asking for it. Let's try it. Annoyingly inventive. Annoyingly inventive. Vedart is here saying, hey, Smarties. Hello to you, Vedart. Welcome. BTP says, I think Toto has to be SO with an O. Yeah, because Toto is a masculine noun. Is that the idea? I'm happy to put an O in there. Felix says, yo no hablo español. That is... You just contradicted yourself, Felix. Okay, what do we like here? Ooh. Oh, you guys are good. Peter, Brandon, O'Hara. Who else do we got? Dad Not Dude. All guessing the same thing. Shania. Yeah. Too clever. Wait. Too clever by half. It fits. Ooh, lovely. Well done. Ramrad got it. I'm very impressed to get that just from the TOOC. Wow, look at this. We've unlocked the entire bottom part of the puzzle with this. If that's right, I think we're gonna get a record speed on our stumper today. Return addressee. Nice work, everybody. You guys are too clever. I like it. Return addressee. There's always another clue around the corner, though, and they're never easy. Est says Mrs. I'm trying to understand this. I guess we're talking in the mail. Maybe you use someone's title like that. Marcus says, too clever for you. Yeah. You guys are too clever for me. Dustin Poke says RTS. I need to make sense of these, though. I can't just be putting in... And Est says nice, but why? Why is RTS correct? You gotta explain it to me. Because I need to be stringent about only putting in words that I understand. Because actually, I have another, oh, return to sender, I see. Return to sender. I actually have a quibble with that then. If that's what RTS stands for, you wouldn't use repeat the word in the clue in the phrase. If the R stands for return, they're not going to use the word return in the clue. So I actually prefer what some others are guessing, which is IRS. We're talking tax returns. That's the clever bit. Yeah, BTP has been on this point. Tax returns. You address it to the IRS. I think that's very nice. Good. Excellent. 21 down. Customer service. What do we think? Just catching up on chat a bit. Yeah, a lot of people saying return to sender, but I reject it. I like the IRS. Huh. Est says agree to disagree. Fair enough. Yeah, we'll find out what the cross is. AJ, we got new AJ in chat. AJ, welcome back. If you weren't here at the beginning, I just want to orient you that we are solving what is called the Saturday Stumper at Arkadium.com, and it is the hardest puzzle in all of crosswords. We are doing quite well today, though. We do this every Saturday, solve just brutally hard crosswords together. Oh, BTP! Oh my god! It's costumer service. Wow. I just read this customer service. It's costumer service. That's hilarious. Flawless and Todd, because everyone's guessing him. I was like, what does that have to do with customer service? Costumer service. Wow. That is great. Love it. AJ says, what up? Just got off work and gonna fall asleep to this. Well, it's my job to keep you up. Wow. Minius Mini's like, honestly, I read it the same way. I'm glad I'm not alone. That's definitely, how you're supposed to. AJ saying, I missed you so much, AJ. I love having two AJs in chat. Okay, let's carry forth up here. We want to check some crosses because there's some debate about 13 Down in particular. US's highest grossing French language film, 2001. I actually think I know this one. I think I know this one. I think Scav knows this one. I think Cat NYC knows this one, and Red Carpet Kafka, and Tess, and Sarjay. We got a lot of new people in chat. Amelie. Amelie, if you haven't seen it, is a beautiful movie. Absolutely love it. Daphne Norton got it. Diana got it. Lucy and Minius Mini. Amelie is a wonderful film, and I totally believe that it is the highest grossing French language film. So I'm happy with that, and that does confirm IRS. Sorry, Est. Lizzie got Amelie as well. Okay, meanwhile, Mike Hawk is saying Expo for Showcase of Products. I like that guess too. Yeah, Ramrat and Red Carpet Kafka agree. Expo. Est says IRS looks like it's working, but it says it in all caps. So I always interpret it as a scream. Yeah, an expo, showcase for products. Let's check the X right away. Mail order staff. Mail order staff. We're doing well today. I'm feeling confident. Every time I say that, I regret it, but right now I think we're doing well. Est says, nah, no scream, always caps. Okay. I'll start interpreting your caps in a very calm, soothing voice. Barbara McDowell on Facebook and Floss and Dysentery Gary are all saying boxers. Wow. Imagine having to write a clue for the word boxers and not going via boxing match or via the underwear, but mail order staff, literally people who put things in boxes. That is stumper stuff. Est says good vibes, positive energy. That's what I like to hear. The most mellow caps lock on TikTok. Okay. It's south of Albuquerque on I-25. Guys, we're filling this in like it's a regular crossword. We got new AJ. I'll stop calling you new AJ in a little bit. Aaliyah Jade, D and Cat NYC, all saying El Paso. We're talking Texas here. That looks good. Shania says we're boxers because we're putting answers into boxes. That's true. Still Drew got El Paso. And Class of 2026 followed us. Thank you, Class of 2026. By the way, if anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do consider it. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time. New crossword every day, and it's always a good time. If you follow us, it'll be easier for you to find us again. I'm blank teetotaler. Shaw. AJ says it's Lady AJ. Okay, I'll start calling you Lady AJ. Sar is in chat, and Lizzie all saying beer. Tess is like, what? Yeah, that's how I'm feeling about this one, too. Okay, we got beet and beer as the two leading guesses here. I guess beer makes more sense because teetotaling is about alcohol. So I'm a beer teetotaler. I'm trying to understand this quote. Does that mean that Shaw does not drink beer but does drink other alcohols? Is that what he's trying to say? All right, let's check 10 down. Est, you gotta go? All right, well, come back anytime. Yeah, Sarjay says someone who doesn't drink, but why then specifically a beer teetotaler is what I'm wondering. Okay, what do we like for this? Oh, partners in crime. I didn't even read the clue. Yeah, a lot of people have been guessing Molly, but I think malls actually makes more sense because we're talking plural in the clue. Partners in crime. Malls are like, I don't know. How do you describe a mall? I think they're the stereotype of a woman involved with the mafia or something. Is that what we're talking about? Tractor adjuncts. Okay. I think with all of this, yeah, Uncle Sam says it just doesn't drink beer. I'm a beer teetotaler. It's kind of a funny quote because using such a strong word, teetotaler, for someone who does drink wine and liquor. Okay. Yeah, Peter and Larry and Ramrot and Sar, everyone's saying balers. Yeah, so we're talking things that, I guess a machine that bales hay, you'd add it onto a tractor. Looks good. Denatu says malls were with the gangsters in the 1920s. Yes, thank you. And Sue Parler says Shaw drank champagne, not beer. Ah. All right. We're cruising. We're cruising. Unreal. Unreal. Yeah, BTP and D and Shania. Scav and Ledition. I like it. Bogus. That works nicely. Bogus. Okay. Carry forth. Familial emblem. All right, with only one letter left, this is actually pretty seeable, I think. This GEV, I also think, can kind of only be one thing. So this will be very telling if 30, the clue on 30 across will be a good sanity check for what we have so far. Yeah, like with Sue Parler and Peter on YouTube and Dysentery Gary are all saying totem. Lizzie's got it for a familial emblem. And I really hope this is referencing a desert. Okay, Mideast hotspot. Yes. I just could not think of any other 5-letter word ending in GEV. So it's always a relief to see. Aaliyah says, what's 28 down? Where's 28? Yeah, I'll check 28 down. Source D. Oh, man, my French pronunciation is always so embarrassing. Source. You can read it. M and Sue Parler are saying the Negev. Yeah, Negev is a desert in Israel, so it is a Mideast hotspot. Very nice. And Todd Lyman is here to save me from having to read French. And Plastic FMBY saying tet. Yeah, so tet means head in French. I know that much. So I'm guessing that this translates to source of ideas is your head. I think that's the idea in this clue. Well done, everybody. Guys, you guys are making this stumper look easy. Mike Hawk got Tet as well. Tess even giving me the little diacritic on the E. Very nice. All right, catch in the act. Catch in the act. What do we like? Yeah, we got Plastic and Aaliyah and Rand. Yeah, Uncle Sam wanted nabs, which was my instinct as well. But the problem is there's always agreement between the clue and the answer in crosswords. So if the answer were nabs, the clue would be catches in the act to line up in that way. So I just don't think it can be nabs. I think the other guesses going on in chat are nail. Dead Not Dudes is saying, you want to do the long one. Everyone is trying to eye. All right, fine. Let's look at the 33 across. We got these two central spanners in the down and across direction. Any house pet. Any house pet. Yeah, everyone guessing creature comfort. Creature for sure, right? Because we're talking pet. Yeah, Aaliyah says it's deaf creature. I agree. Plastic says probably I'd agree. Creature comfort. Why am I bothered by comfort? Because I think of a creature comfort as, a soft bed or, I don't know, a warm sweater. But why a house pet? I just want to be on guard here. Maybe we do 24 across. Maybe, yeah. Red Carpet is saying, I think it's just being witty. I'm probably overthinking it. Someone else said creature of habit, which is interesting. AJ's like, because you like to cause us pain, Jack. Yeah, but it's the good kind of pain. Do 24 down, maybe. Yeah, well, so 24 across. Why blank capitalized? Textbook.com topic? When was the last time you went to textbook.com? Wow, why is I capitalized? That is the main guess going on in TikTok. Why is I capitalized? That is bizarre. I guess it would be a topic of discussion. All right, let's check 12 down. I think it might help. AJ's like, I'm a masochist, so it's fine. I think everyone who tunes in to the Saturday Stumper streams are a bit of a masochists. Because these crosswords really put you through it. Justin Christoph is saying, lean into. Tess is like, heck yeah, I know Tess is a masochist. Tess loves the Stumpers. Jilly's back. Hello, Jilly. And Timeless just followed us. Thanks, Timeless. Kate is saying lean into. Miniest Mini and Lucy are saying lean into. Jaluha's back saying hi. Hello. All right. Whole gang is here. Embrace, lean into. Yeah, it seems reasonable. So, creature comfort then. Any house pet. Something is bothering me about this. Maybe I should just stop questioning it. But I sort of feel like it's my job as the guide to not lead us astray, to make sure we understand why everything. If 36 down starts with C, then it's comfort. Should we check 36 down? That's almost going into this territory. I'd rather confirm it on the back end here. They bring comfort. Any house pet is a creature comfort. But that's not what creature comfort means. Jessica's like, go with it, Jack, lol. All right. BTP says something isn't right. Listen to your gut. Okay, well. Who do I listen to? On their way. On their way. Amy Gell says, I don't like comfort. Okay, Amy and I are on the same page. What's 24 across? Oh, yeah, it was, why is I capitalized? Warthog agrees as well. Creature comfort is kind of weird. Oh, we got Gerber on YouTube, who is Dysentery Gary, confirming that TikTok is faster. Yeah, it's a shame. I think it's just due to the platforms. TikTok is a little bit more made for streaming, and so I can tell that I see TikTok comments faster than I can see YouTube comments, for what that's worth. Floss says, I'm not fully convinced, but I can see it. Let's check 25 down to Guy embracing invigoration. Oh, Sue Parlor is saying that we have something wrong at 24. It's not why is I capitalized. Why I is capitalized. Ooh. That could be it too. Why I is capitalized. Oh no. Does that help here on their way? Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got a lot of things going on. I want to check 29 as well. I changed my mind. It's more French. Porcupine followed us. Thank you, Porcupine. Just the distraction I needed. You didn't see that. Why I is capitalized. Yeah, Warthog says, wow, nice catch. Indeed, that saved us. Parsimonious Decor is saying sent, which I think is a really good guess for on their way. Like, the packages are sent, they're on their way. Diana likes it, Peter likes it, Ledition likes it. Excellent. Guy embracing invigoration. Wow. AJ Bradley and Jessica are guessing Igor. Okay. So I think that the idea here is that Igor is hidden in the word invigoration. Only the Stumpers have clues like this. They border on cryptic crossword territory. This is a very cryptic crossword kind of clue. I'm guessing it's because Igor is hidden inside, but I'm a little Guy embracing Igor. I would think Igor would be on the outside of the word. Again, I'm being overly pedantic, but does anyone else understand what I'm saying? Let's move on. Okay. This looks like, as someone who does not speak French, this looks like Divine Garden to me. So I was thinking that it would be like, how do you say the Garden of Eden in French? Igor from Frankenstein. Guy embracing invigoration. Yeah, Sue Parlor says, should be guy embraced by invigoration. I agree, Sue. I agree with you. Dead Not Dude is like, welcome to Saturday. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I load up these puzzles, I give a whole spiel, and then I act like... Oh, Red Carpet is saying it's Divine Guardian. Ah, so it's Angel. It's not Garden. It's not Divine Garden. It's Divine Guardian, and we're talking Angel in French. Okay, things might be making sense. Things might be making sense here. Yeah, Grace says Angel. BTB says you are right. It would be a badly clued cryptic. There's something weird about that, right? Skylar Brook, thanks for sharing the live. Okay. A word. What are we supposed to do with this? A word. Mia on YouTube's asking, what is 33? Where's 33? Oh, 33. Yeah, the clue was any house pet. And I was taking some issue with this answer of creature comfort, but so far it is checking out. F1 says, yeah, Hardin is garden in French. Yeah, thanks. You're right. Scap says, I'm going to start French on Duolingo for these. I know, I should really be doing that. Yeah, what's 31 down? Let's check. Okay, let's check all of these. They bring comfort. Yeah, it's true. I guess that's the idea. Any house pet, creature comfort. They bring comfort. Reduced measures at 32 down, and 31 down is indeed. What can we do with this? What can we do with this? And somebody says nobody's biz. No, somebody called nobody's biz saying alpha. Ah, very clever. A word. So it's not a word, it's a word. Alpha, we're talking NATO phonetic alphabet. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. Alpha is the first one. And so it's a word to communicate the letter A. I really like it. Nobody's biz. Very good guess. And Dad Talks Live is asking for 31 across, which you're right, we hadn't looked at. Bond of the 80s. Okay. Yeah, Gerber was guessing alpha as well. Aaliyah says, isn't that alpha? I actually think it's not. I think in the phonetic alphabet, in the Greek alphabet, it's spelled A-L-P-H-A in the Greek alphabet, but in the NATO alphabet, I think it's actually spelled like this. Do feel free to fact check me on that. Todd Lyman and Oh, Dad Talks Live is saying Bolton. Most other people, Lucy, Warthog, AJ, and Jilly are saying Dalton. And Jilly gives me a first name, which always makes me trust. Timothy Dalton played James Bond in the 80s, I suppose. Willie on YouTube, and Vedart also got Dalton. Okay, feeling good. Lizzie got Dalton, excellent. So, heading back to these reduced measures next to Indeed. Okay. Yeah, Mia Catherine on YouTube also likes Dalton. Good. We're in pretty good shape. And Skylar Brook followed us. Thank you, Skylar. Diana says the worst Bond. Yeah, honestly, I barely remember this Timothy Dalton character as Bond. How many films was he in? Okay. Where are we here? I see. Efon and Gerber and Scav and others, I think, are guessing amounts. Oof. This is also a cryptic-ish clue, reduced measures. I think measures are amounts, and it's reduced is the thing hinting at the abbreviation. Tough stuff. Very tough clue. I like it. I like it a lot. Stella Marie is here saying hi, friends. Hello, Stella. JLP says Dalton was in 2 Bond films. Okay. Yeah, Dad Not Dude, exactly. Reduced. Abbreviated equals reduced. Exactly. What are we looking at? Indeed, do say. Wow. Do say. Okay. And this person often dreaded. It's a clever clue as well. Yeah, Scab says it forces Rasta, which does look right. Yeah, Aaliyah likes it. Wendy T is here saying Rasta. Yeah, we're talking dreaded as in having dreadlocks. Person often dreaded, a Rastafarian. Clever. All right. Let's move back over here. So I fully confess, Creature Comfort panned out all the way. You guys were right. Apologies for griping about that. I still don't fully understand it. I don't love the clue answer pair, but I like the answer itself. Creature Comfort is a great spanning central phrase. Cut short. Cut short. Nobody's biz. Ooh, we got 2 good guesses. Because Lizzie is saying clip. Dad Not Dude is saying crop. Oh, Jaluha is saying crop, chop, or clip. Okay, we definitely need more then. Dysentery Gary says, how could you doubt us? I don't know, Warthog agrees. I think Amy agreed with me that it's a weird clue answer pair. All right, we have too many possibilities for 33, so we're going to look at 34 down. Name above, it's French, Le Discours de la Méthode, quotes in Bartlett's. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So we're talking a name, probably a French name. Who wrote The Discourse of Method? Grace says no idea. Renee is a name. Ray says, can we just shout out our guesses? Yes, that's what it's all about. This is a communal solve, a group solve. So shout out your guess. I'm trying to accumulate everybody's input and make this a group effort. So yes, shout out your guesses indeed. Oh, we're talking Rene Descartes. Oh, I should have appreciated that. Rene Descartes, classic philosopher, said, I think, therefore I am. Also a great mathematician. Rene Descartes invented the XY plane that we plot graphs on in math. So I shouldn't have complained about that clue. Okay, rests on 37 across. What do we got? Word grubber asking for 44 across. Okay, we'll do that next. Miel and Floss and JLP. A lot of people saying, yeah, relies. Rests on, relies on. That makes good sense. I like it. Oh, and that actually severely cuts down on the possibilities for cut short. 33 down. It looks like it is going to be crop. We were guessing chop, clip, crop, but I like relies on, so I like crop. Let's keep chugging. Civil procedure studier. Ooh, this is a very crosswordy entry. Oh, AJ has to go? I gotta go, but love joining. See you all next time. See ya, AJ. Come back anytime. Michelle Hotchkiss is here, also saying relies. Do we know this? Yeah, Bill Kirk seems to know this. And D and Jessica. I think it's a 1L, which, if you're not familiar, is what they call first-year law students. You're like a 1L in your first year, a 2L in your second year. So someone who studies civil procedure might be in their first year of law school. That's the idea. Identify. Identify. It's been a very smooth solve. I'm proud of us. Yeah, look what... Well, we actually have two different guesses. We have peg and pen. So far, I'm leaning toward peg because it means to identify. Oh, to peg someone. Like I identified that. But pen, I'm not really understanding as much. Ray says, I never heard that term. Already learned something before noon. I'm glad to hear that, Ray. That's what we're all about here. I learn something every crossword I do. I learn something. What did I learn this time? I learned how to say angel and guardian in French. I learned that Timothy Dalton was in 2 Bond films. And Michelle Hotchkiss just followed us. Thank you. Tasteful richness. Duchess for days is here. D and Larry and Justin and Shania and Lucy and Vedart all saying elegance. I like that a lot. Wendy T. Ramrat. Okay, we're all in agreement. Elegance is looking good. Let's go back to the center section. I don't want to neglect it. Mideast bishops. Mideast bishops. What do we think? Something we've all kind of dried up, haven't we? Not seeing the flurry of chatter that I was seeing at 35 down. Warthog has a guess. Scav is like, I don't know this word. Warthog is saying Abbas. JLP and Tess. Okay, now it's coming in. Abbas. Yeah, I think Abba means dad, father in Arabic. So I guess I could believe that, like priests are called father, maybe bishops in the religious order in the Middle East are called Abbas. I think that is very possible. AJ saying I jinxed us by saying that this is a smooth solve. It's always a mistake to say that you're doing well on a Saturday. Because the puzzle will always come up with a way to thwart you. Cannoneers concern. All right, any cannoneers in chat? Tell us some insight. Yeah, Sean Devlin. There's a Mazial. Ooh, we actually have 2 very good guesses in chat. Oh no, okay. Well, Shania, yeah, Grace is spelling it all out. It could be aim, because if you're manning a cannon, you're concerned about aim. But also arc is an interesting guess, because cannonballs, you want to arc them just right. AJ says aim is too on the nose. I like arc better. I'm kind of partial to it as well, but it really could be aim. So, okay, let's check 45 across. How about that? With nice animation. Oh yeah, Scav pointing out aim looks worse in this cross. IY would be strange. Yeah, Lucy says, how many cannoneers exist these days? I can't answer that, Lucy. I just wouldn't know. With nice animation. What do we think? MH is strange too. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, so arc is looking better for the crosses. And everyone wants an LY here, but no one registering a full guess. With nice animation. Do we move on? Vedart says yesterday with the 2D animation. I know. I know, we're getting flashbacks to being robbed of our confetti yesterday. Ooh, Logician and Shania and Scav and Ephon all saying spryly. I like that. With nice animation. Ah. Wow, look at that entry. There's no Barely a vowel in sight. Spryly with nice animation. Looks good. Excellent. Okay. Tijuana just followed us. Simply Strick says, I'm so late. That's all right. We still got a good chunk of this puzzle to do. And we need your help. You're just in time. Yeah, Shania says, why is this pseudo vowel exactly? Sort of seed. Mia Catherine, Katrina, excuse me. Mia Katrina on YouTube saying sprout. Oh, it doesn't fit. I liked sprout. Yeah, Lucy was agreeing. I liked that. BTP has a guest that's being censored by TikTok. I don't even want to know what that could be. And Simply Strick saying spore. Yeah, Michelle likes spore. I like spore. Tony Octopus likes spore, not sport, spore. So maybe we try it. Word Grubber is here. Word Grubber, your username suggests you're perfect for these streams. And Tony Octopus sending me a flower. Thank you. Okay. Choir performances. Oh, maybe we should look at 48 across. I mean, now I have 46 down, so people are going to start guessing this. Okay, we'll leave this, and then I'll look at 48 across. Word Grubber says, love a cryptic. I enjoy cryptics as well. This is not a cryptic crossword, technically. Some of the clues are a little cryptic-esque, but this is like, an American-style crossword puzzle, for lack of a better term. Choir performances. Justin guessing pyros, which I'm going to need an explanation on, because I don't fully understand why choir performances would be pyros. Scav says plays. Plays. Grace says peace, which I like, except that it's not plural. The clue is plural. Yeah, Aaliyah likes peace as well, but I don't know. It has to be plural, I think. Bill Kirk and Efon and Scav are saying parts. I like parts. I mean, it's a very difficult clue for parts, but like the tenors, the basses, the sopranos, those are all different parts. Okay, but there are a lot of different guesses in chat, so maybe, Word Grubber likes it. Now that Word Grubber likes it, I want to put it in. All right, let's check the cross. Mission figure. I'm a little nervous about this. Yeah, because AJ is saying Apache, which looks like the only possible word that could go here, except I don't understand why it's mission figure. Oh no. I really want to understand. And maybe it's yeah, Mia is saying oh no, we don't understand. Coco followed us, thank you. We have an error. Oh, I see. Some people were saying this, so I was too slow to catch up. BTP is saying it's not spore that's a sort of seed, it's a stone. So we're talking like in a stone fruit, like a peach. The pit in a peach is a seed, I think, botanically. So a sort of seed is a stone, and that works with attaché. That's got to be French, right? Attaché, a mission figure. An attaché, what, is like a diplomat of some kind? Wow. All right. Yeah, stone is good. Tony likes it. I think we're happy with this. Mia's laughing at me, I think. All right. Let's check some of these acrosses down here. Family nickname. Stone fruit. Word Grubber saying something has to be Cable Guy. Where's Cable Guy? Oh, 36 down. Yeah, that could be Cable Guy. I used to love the Jim Carrey movie, The Cable Guy. When I was a kid, that was like my favorite comedy. Family nickname. I like what Rand and Aaliyah and Grace are all saying. Junior. Yeah, Parsimonious Decor agrees. Junior. That's definitely a familial nickname. I love it. All right, feeling good. Let's check the J right away. And Mavi's just followed us. Thank you. Shania says an attaché is a person on the staff of an ambassador. Okay. That's helpful. Discomfit. You guys are good. Word Grubber and Tony Octopus and Amy and Susanna just followed us. Thank you. And Tess all saying jar. I like that. Like to jar someone is to put them off kilter. Excellent. Application. Application. All right, we're almost done with this little corner. Yeah, and I'm feeling good about what people are saying. Grace and D and Sar and Isaiah and Jilly and Sue Parler all saying use. Yeah. Karen agrees, just like all the different applications of an item are its uses. Excellent. Let's try trip up. Okay. This would have been really hard if we didn't have all these letters in place, but I really like this clue, actually. Yeah, Isaiah and Word Grubber and Gerber and Tess are all saying ascent. Literally just the trip up the mountain. But of course, trip up, the first thing you think of is like to mess someone up. I like that clue. And what do we got here? Dipped Pretzels brand crossing affiliations. Okay. Yeah, Jilly's saying it's going to be Reese's, as in Reese's peanut butter cups. But they do have these dipped pretzels. I've eaten them before. Reese's dipped pretzels. And your affiliations are your ties. Nice work. All right, only one corner left in the Saturday Stumper. And I think we deserve double confetti today, since we were robbed yesterday and we worked so hard today. National Historic Landmark that moves every day. It doesn't look like it's going to be Cable Guy. But I do think what D and Sue and Duchess for Days. Yeah, it's going to be Cable Car. Yeah, Crystal got that. Nice. Cable car. We're probably talking in San Francisco specifically. If we're talking National Historic Landmark, they have these cable cars in San Francisco that are really cool. Nice. All right. This looks awfully French. G. Eiffel et blank. So I have no idea what to make of this clue. I mean, Eiffel, I think, is a person that the Eiffel Tower is named after. What phrase is this? Yeah, Vedart says it doesn't seem that hard today. I think that's just because we got a lot of Smarties in chat. That's why it doesn't seem hard. But also we're doing pretty well. Lucy says, why so French? I don't know. Maybe Winston Emmons is French. AJ says today's theme is just French. Yeah, what's the across? I don't know what this is. Let's check 41 across. About 18 weeks in Oklahoma. I'm guessing OK is Oklahoma. Rio says G probably stands for Gustav because that was Eiffel's first name. The rest I don't know. Wow, well, I'm impressed you know Eiffel's first name. I'm getting a ton of guesses on this one, but it's all, I think, just three-letter French words. I don't know if anyone really knows it, like oui, moi. About 18 weeks in Oklahoma. I have no idea how to what this is talking about either. This is what I was saying at the beginning, that these corners are pretty choked off, that like we are not getting any more help from the outside world. These two downs are all of the communication we're going to get from the rest of the grid. So we are totally on our own. All right, let's move on to another one because we're not getting consensus on that one either. Inter blank. I mean, maybe we check something with letters. How about that? How about that? True. All right, there's a four-letter clue for you. Make magic. Zuzana is one of our newest followers, says link. Oh, like interlink? That's an interesting guess. I like what Pelvis and Squid are saying, and Ria are saying accurate. Gerber likes it. Lizzie, cool, yeah. Grace followed us. Thank you, Grace. Accurate. True. Yeah, true and accurate. That works. Dad Not Dude and Bill. Oh, okay, we're flying now. 47. Interalia. Interalia is one of these Latin phrases. I think this means like, among other things. Okay. Good. Oh, and Jessica. Okay, chat is flying. Yeah, CST. Central Standard Time. Wow. So about 18 weeks in Oklahoma. So Oklahoma would be on the central time zone. Why is it only 18 weeks? I would think that standard time would be 6 months. No? I'm a little confused about that one. We could check the downs. Grace says that was a wild clue. Which clue are you talking about? This one? Because this is pretty wild, I think. Yeah, Pelvis is talking daylight savings, but it's only summer, Duchess for Days says. So Central Standard Time is only 18 weeks, huh? Split or stick? Split or stick? Piers was quick on this one. Wow. I think I said which clue was wild, and Barbara McDowell on Facebook was like, all of them. Cleave. Nice. Yeah, cleave is an example of an auto-antonym, a word that means its own opposite. I think that's what this clue is getting at, that cleave can mean to split open, but it can also mean to cling to stick. The other classic example of an auto-antonym is sanction, because sanction both means to approve and to penalize. That's like the classic example of an auto-antonym. Yeah, Grace says 18 weeks is a wild clue. I agree. And some people are advocating a D there for central daylight time. Floss says dust is another one. Oh, interesting. Because dust, you could be to either remove dust with a broom or to add dust, like powdered sugar or something. Nice one. Blank ship. Blank ship. Oh, Vedart has to sign off. See you, Vedart. Sister ship. I like that. Dad Not Dude and Lizzie and AJ and D are all saying sister. Yeah, sister ship. Grace says I've never heard the term sister ship before. So yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but I was interpreting it as like, maybe I should let someone else define sister ship. Is that right or wrong? Before I embarrass myself any more than I already have today. Dart propellers. Scav says Titanic's sister ships are the Olympic and the Britannic. Aaliyah is noticing that Shania is a Swiftie. That's funny. Because Shania's profile picture, I think, gives it away. Dad Not Dude says a sister ship is a ship made the same time as another in the Navy. That's interesting. Okay. Yeah, the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria were sister ships. That seems very possible. Lucy has an interesting guess. Shania and Aaliyah are bonding over their love of Taylor Swift. Lucy and Piers and Efon are all saying tasers. Wow, hard clue. Tasers, dart propellers. So when you shoot a taser, is that what comes out? Those little things that are attached to the wires? Are those called darts? Savannah says sister ships are made with the same design. Okay, that's helpful. Whew. All right. Headlock. Headlock. This one's for you, Duchess for Days. Scav's like, I don't know how a taser works. Probably for the best. Yeah, I like this clue a lot. I think King Sai and Tess appropriately gets Tress, D and Warthog. It's a very nice clue. Not a headlock like in wrestling, but a lock of hair on your head is a tress of hair. Clever stuff. MGL on YouTube got it. All right, we might solve this yet, guys. Cuban cuisine staple. Aaliyah wanted arrow, but I don't think you eat arrows in Cuban cuisine. Yeah, I think that Simply Strick and Parsimonious Decor and Crystal and Gubay are all saying arroz with a Z, means rice in Spanish. See, I know some other languages. Cuban cuisine staple, arroz. That seems great. Leah likes it. I Hate Pogs likes it. Excellent. Should we check some of these longs? Waited for a while. Waited for a while. Oh, Tess has been sorry. Tess has been on me about this one. CIE. I would love for someone to explain this to me. G Eiffel et. But while I wait patiently for my explanation, Larry and Julie and Tony Octopus and JLP are giving me laid over. Rich Little, Isaiah all saying laid over, waited for a while. I guess we're talking at the airport, sort of. You can have a long layover, you're laid over. And it looks like we only have one letter left in this section. Storage units crossing abbreviated impudence. Aha. Zuzana has a good guess. Oh, it's French for company. Ah, this is French for company. Okay. Thank you. All right, it's looking like this is going to be an E. I will put it in. Do we get the confetti today? I see Amy already giving me a drum roll. Scav says, I don't appreciate the Tood. I think Tood and Freezers, Bubba Smith likes it. Give me a drum roll. Word Grubber followed us. And here we go. Yes. Well done, everybody. Very fun. Good stumper today. Maybe not as brutally difficult as some that we've done in the past. Honestly, my favorite clue, I think, in the puzzle was customer service. I did not even bat an eye reading this with customer service. I really like this play on words. I had a ton of fun today. I hope you did too. If you're watching and you don't follow us, consider it. We stream every day. So I'll be back tomorrow with a new crossword tomorrow at noon Eastern time. We'll be here. We'll be doing the same kind of thing. It will be a more approachable puzzle tomorrow. Still, I think, challenging, but not as difficult as this one, and it'll have a theme. JLP followed us, Aaliyah followed us. Thank you so much, guys. And in the meantime, do check out Arkadium.com. That's where all the puzzles we solve come from. They put out like 12 different crossword puzzles every day. They're all fantastic, and they have tons of other games as well, so you won't be bored at Arkadium.com. Grace says this was fun. I'm glad you think so. Toes followed us. Thank you so much, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I'm going to sign off.